Joyce and David Moore are an incredible couple that God has raised up for the sons and daughters of Thailand. In October of 2002, they decided to leave their retirement behind, move to Thailand in order to establish a home for orphans and for the sex slave victims there in Thailand. The home they established is called Abba House, and it's in the northern part of Thailand in Chiang Mai.
We came here on vacation. We were both still working. We hadn't retired yet, but we knew one day we wanted to go into world missions. And so when we went to Phuket and saw the sex slave industry and the old men walking around with young Thai girls under their arms, I said, that's it, David. We need to come back here, rent a big house, and give those girls an alternative place to live.
When I was there visiting Joyce, we caught wind of a situation where there was a girl up in the northern hill tribes whose parents had died suddenly of eating poisonous mushrooms. This girl was only 11 or 12 years old, and so she was in a situation where she would have been extremely vulnerable to being trafficked and without having that protection of her parents. And so Joyce was adamant. She was absolutely adamant that we go up there and that we make an effort to reach out to this girl and potentially to rescue her. And so we went ahead and we took the three-plus hour drive up to where her tribe was at, and we were able to rescue this precious young girl named Jenny, 12 years old, bring her back to Abba House, where now she can live in the safety and the protection of Abba House, where she's getting an education, she's learning how to play instruments, she's learning English, she's able to attend worship services. She's living in community with a group of people who love her and care for her. And I just think that is so amazing. One of the profound things that really touches me about what Joyce is doing is that she's not only watching out for the victims, but she's watching out for those who are potentially at risk, and that's a huge need.
Abba House main purpose is for the pre- and post-sex slave children of Thailand, and we have 12 to 22-year-old girls here.
On one occasion, Joyce was out doing ministry to some of the prostituted girls at the bars and karaoke clubs.
And I stepped aside in an alley just to have a word of prayer before I went around to start talking to the girls.
And their notice is that there's a girl laid out on the ground, and her pimp is standing over her, kicking her over and over and over.
But he'd step back, threw his whole weight into the kick. And she didn't weigh 65, 70 pounds. And I yelled at him. I said, stop kicking her. You're going to kill her. What's the matter with you? And he kept kicking her. And I started coming towards him, and I said, stop kicking her, I said. And he continued, and I just threw myself on top of her. Then he stopped, and I whispered to her to come get in my car. It was just right around the corner. And she was shaking, and she said, no, whimpering, no. I said, that's all right. I'm here. He won't hurt you. You come and go with me.
And to me, that is such a profound picture of intercession. And that's what Joyce Moore is all about. She is about laying her life down for the oppressed. In Isaiah 53, it says about Jesus that he poured out his soul unto death, and he made intercession for the transgressors. And that's what Joyce is doing. She is making intercession on behalf of these girls.
I mean, it makes me want to just break down in tears, because it's such a helpless situation. But with God, all things are possible, and I know that through prayer, we can get a breakthrough.
They believe in the centrality of Christ in fighting injustice. They believe in the power of God's love to restore and heal a person once they've been rescued.
Abba House is a ministry that believes in the full gospel message of Jesus Christ and his saving power and healing power.
And they recognize the critical need for prayer in fighting this battle.
What it needs is intercessory prayer. That is the only thing that is going to turn this nation around. There is no other answer but intercession.
Looking ahead, I'm excited about where Abba House is going. They have a new property that they're praying in funds for right now to build a permanent location for all their girls and all their boys. And I've talked with Joyce and David themselves, and they have said, we are here for life. We are committed to this. And so I am just so grateful for them pouring their lives out, sacrificing their retirement to give themselves to these kids. And I am going to be standing with them in prayer and partnering with them as they continue to establish this great work of God in Thailand.